Welcome to
the
Dunmers
Emancipating
Divines.
Scion.
Sure. Okay, when last we'd left off, I was just leveling up.
No.
I was heading for the slugs.
Yeah. Specifically for the South Wall Corner Club in the bad part of town. The East Bank. Which I'd imagine. Okay, how do you navigate to the South Wall Corner Club in the eastern part of town? What's your strategy here?
First, I look at the sun to determine where's the east.
Okay. I really hope I don't have to make you roll nature for that.
No, you don't. It's
Okay.
the direction in which the sun does not set.
Okay.
Then
Which the sun is currently setting, so you've got a great angle on that.
So like I'm heading away from that, and to my right is going to be the south. So I'm going to head both south and east until I'm either at the wall or at the river. When I get to the river, I cross on the other side and keep going until I'm at the wall.
Okay.
And then I just slide my hand along the wall until I'm at the dirtiest inn that I can think of.
Okay, yeah, that is an excellent strategy for finding the South Wall Corner Club. You do have to separate from the wall a few times as the maze of streets distances you from it, but you're always able to find your way back, even as the sun sinks lower and lower behind the mountains. And
Wilderness exploration? City exploration. Now that I can do.
You see a small sign, wooden, hanging outside of one of the buildings, with a little image of a wall that just says South Wall Corner Club. It's a two-story building. You don't hear too much in the way of ruckus coming from inside.
Okay.
When you open the door, immediately inside you see a Nord woman with auburn hair and a male Bosmer next to her, sort of chatting, and they both turn to you. Neither of them seems to be wearing any armor. Both of them are wearing weapons. And the Nord looks at you and says, "Evening, officer. What can we do for you?"
Not officer. I'm not on the job right now, but I'm looking for Caius Cosades.
That little pin on your chest says otherwise.
Right. I'm gonna take it off. I'm looking for Caius Cosades.
Is that an Imperial seal?
It's Imperial business.
So you are on the job.
No, I'm just finishing this up real quick and grabbing a drink. I'm gonna. Actually, I only have 2 gold. So.
You just want a drink inside. That's all.
I just want to talk to Caius Cosades.
Well, Caius isn't here right now.
Oh, well then I will leave you to it as soon as you tell me where I can find him.
Okay. That is 60 seconds. Minor illusion has expired. And she looks at your forehead and puts her hand over her mouth. And the Bosmer next to her busts out laughing. And they both say, "Okay, all right. I think that you belong here. Come on in."
Cast minor illusion again.
The Nord says, "You should have just said something in the first place. You didn't have to have all that bluster. Why did you come in here wearing a uniform?"
Where's Caius Cusades?
If you're looking for the various skooma fiends of the East Bank, then you'll want to step upstairs and talk to Bacola Clausius. He can also rent you a bed if you need one. But Sugar Lips is around the back if you need any jobs.
Bacola Cautious. Okay. Mr. Cautious.
I haven't seen you around here before.
Oh, this. Gladys is not going to say it out loud, but Gladys is like, "Oh, this is the Thieves Guild." Mr.
The only place in Balmora where you're welcomed in more when your forehead says thief.
Yeah. Sugar Lips, Quest Giver. Okay. I thought you were trapping me when you were like 60 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'll be like, I'm looking for Mr. Cautious.
Bacola Clausius, yes. The publican of this establishment. What can I do for you?
Hello. I'm looking for. I've got to deliver a letter to one Caius Cusades.
Caius Cusades, interesting. What business do you have with him?
I'm delivering a letter.
That's all? Most people for Caius are here for a little bit more than that, if you catch my drift.
I don't.
Really? Well, I don't know exactly where he is, but last I heard he was staying at a flop house in the northeast corner. You really can't miss it. You gotta go as far north and as far east, right nestled between the wall and the mountain. So just head that way, keep knocking on doors. You might have to kick out some, or rather, wade through some squatters at some empty residences, but you'll get to him eventually.
He's deep undercover. Alright, thank you very much. I pause and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not the stealthiest fellow, right? But I'm also not on the side of the law. So I'm gonna go downstairs and look for. I'm gonna assume Sugar Lips is a. No, goddammit, it's not a tabaxi.
Khajiit.
It's a Khajiit. So I'm gonna be like. Yeah, I'm gonna go and look for a Khajiit down where I was told to that I could find Sugar Lips.
As you head back downstairs,
Minor illusion.
the Nord and Bosmer are back to chatting.
Actually, I am just going to put a piece of cloth around my head to hide it. I've already taken a long rest, so by the roll of the dice we made out of a character, I only have 24 more hours of this bullshit.
You didn't long rest after that. Remember? Because you long rested in the Mages Guild and then got kicked out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you have 2 days. Yeah. The Bosmer and the Nord, Aragorn and Sotild are chatting. Aragorn is sharpening an alarmingly large array of knives, which he has like setting each one aside as he goes. They're having a somewhat lively conversation. But you walk past them and make your way to the bar itself, which is down another flight of stairs. A lot of this town seems to be somewhat built underground. It is a Fredas evening, so it's a lively crowd. You see two Khajiit, a Breton bartender, an Argonian, a Nord, and an Imperial are in attendance. Okay. So you said you want to approach the Khajiit?
Yep.
One of them? Okay. One is wearing a dress and skirt. The other one is wearing mushroom armor, chitin armor.
Okay. Which one of them has white pattern on their fur around their mouth?
The one wearing the armor, yeah. She has mostly reddish orangish fur, but with black markings around the mask of her face and then white on the inside. Sort of like a cougar.
Hello. I'm Gladius. I was told that you had jobs for enterprising criminals.
Yes, Sartilda mentioned you to Habasi. I may have some work for you to do.
Abasi? I thought your name is not Sugar Lips? Okay. Sorry.
An old nickname dies long. Slow death. She takes a sip of whatever she's drinking from her cup.
Alright. Hibiscus. Alright.
You are in the guild?
I'm about to be.
Well, that's a good attitude. Rules are simple. Don't steal from the poor. Don't steal from thieves. Don't kill on a job unless you absolutely have to. Self-defense only. Outside of our work, do what you want.
Those are some good rules.
You're in?
Okay.
You're in. Okay, you want work? Habasi wants a diamond. Fancy alchemist in the diamond quarter has a diamond.
Diamond quarter.
I don't care which one, as long as it is at least quarter kilo and already not a quarter kilo, we'll say a tenth of a pound and already polished. Get me anything.
From alchemist. Okay.
If you need any supplies, Chiranir can sell you picks, anything else in a thieves kit, these tools. If you have a bounty, talk to the bartender, Achiel.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that will be all.
Alright. Go.
Have a good day. Excellent.
Ready to start your life of crime.
Steal from the rich. And give to Hibiscus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Removes bounties. So I'm gonna go and talk to. Hello, Ariel, right? Like the Little Mermaid?
What? What mermaid?
I was told to talk to you if I've got a bounty.
Ah. Normally, members of the guild wait until they've been a member for more than about 5 minutes before they need my services, but what can I do for you?
I don't... Okay, so... Do you take care of bounties from other towns? I left... the city of Census and Excise in a hurry.
Census and Excise?
That's what it said on the sign.
Let's see. What's your name?
Mantis Gladys.
So most likely either Satanine or Ebenhart. I see. We're only taking...
It was a small town, like small imperial fort by the sea.
Fort by the sea? Well, then maybe it was Ebenhart. But that's not really small. I see. Habasi's only signing up the most intelligent potential thieves. Let's see. Not on these rolls. Oh, no, you served that sentence. Interesting. And Satanine. Excellent. I see you. It looks like you have an outstanding... Let's see. You killed 2 guards. No, 6 guards.
Yeah.
You have an outstanding bounty there of 7,000 drakes. I can take care of that for you for 3,500.
Alright, I'll come back when I've got the change.
Heard. And you're going to want to try to avoid attention in any imperial towns with that large of a bounty. I'm surprised they didn't make you serve the time in Ebenhart.
They might not have recognized me. I gotta stop giving my legal name. Have a good day. I like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not sure that they would, like, at first you were like bounty and I was like, oh cool, I might need that in the future, and then I was like, I don't know if I will be reminding Frey, but I do have crimes under my belt already. But it's like, yeah, if there was any reason to doubt that I belong in the Thieves Guild, that bounty has erased it.
Well...
Okay.
That's too high for stolen goods.
Yeah. I turn back and I say, who's the fence?
Well, depends on how hot the item is, but I've been known to procure various wares.
I found a stash that is full of little black glowing red sarcophagus shaped statues with spikes, a lot of moon sugar.
Moon sugar, interesting. Where was this?
Well, I can give you the information and tell you that you'll probably need 5 or 6 men. There were like about 6 crates worth of goods.
He waves Habasi over and summarizes what you just said, and Habasi says, 6 crates of moon sugar?
No, only 1 crate had moon sugar in it. The others had little statues.
Worthless. But this moon sugar could be quite beneficial to us. You might have interrupted a tong operation. Excellent.
I'm not very good at directions, but I could show your folks where I found it if they came with me. simple grab job. Nothing illegal. Just I don't know any fences.
She nods, and calls down the bar and says, Aventus, join us. And to Aventus she says, you're going to help Gladius here carry a crate from a cave in the Ascadian Isles. He can show you where it is. Take Satilde with you too. Aventus nods. Says,
And Satilde, the bouncer?
among other things.
Okay.
It's good that you brought this to us, but given that you are asking for assistance in obtaining the goods, your cut from the proceeds is reduced, you understand?
I understand. Better that I get a small cut and that this gets used then to help the community than to have it rot somewhere.
Okay. It's dark now. This is semi-legitimate business. Leave in the morning. I'll talk to Bakula Clausius to let you sleep in the in a room upstairs. This is good work.
Oh,
Wet ear.
thank you. I failed my religion check, so I have no idea what those little statues are. But I'm gonna say I want 10%.
Excellent. 10% it is.
Okay. I know that, like, I will ingratiate myself to them and be like, yeah, it's a drug only one species can use safely. Surely it wouldn't be worth that much anyways. I'm just gonna climb up the ranks faster with this. That's like Gladius's thought process. So I was like, by coming out confident and being like, I want this portion because that knowledge is otherwise useless to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna say, all right. I'm gonna rest here. In the morning, we'll take a slight detour to Kangas Cusadi's house because I believe having two locals with me might make look like drudging through the suburbs to find him much easier.
Fair enough.
Just dropping the letter by, it's like shouldn't take too long.
It is still early evening. Do you talk about this plan with Aventus and Satilda?
Yes.
Okay. Aventus shrugs and says, as long as we get back on time, when you speak with Satilda, she says, shipment of drugs in the middle of the Ascadian Isles, that can disappear quite quickly, but I suppose we're already spending another night without it. What's about an hour looking for some drug fiend? Fine, but I am capping a time in which we can spend looking for this Caius. Understood?
You said an hour, then let's wake up 2 hours fresh and early so that we have a margin of error and that we can get rich before the sun sets.
Sounds good to me. So, I'm sure you've heard this question before, but how did a Dunmer end up named Gladius?
My mother had the sight, and she predicted that that name would be fitting to me at some point, and then I got kidnapped by Imperials, and it was pretty fitting while they were raising me, so my mom was right. Although she pronounced it very differently, I just don't remember the way that she pronounced it.
That's some story. So you were just raised with Imperials?
After the age of 5, yeah.
It must have been really difficult.
It was, well, when you've only known 2 lives, it's hard to tell what's difficult and what's isn't. But you know, it was not my people.
So did you come about that uniform honestly? Are you with the Legion at all?
I served some time with the Legion.
Well, you fill it out quite well. Her
Thank
eyes dance up and down.
Thank you.
She chats with you for a fair bit of time. She's still stationed by the door. At a certain point, Aragorn starts miming throwing up and leaves the 2 of you alone.
All right, go to sleep early so we can wake up early and get this thing done, okay?
Aragorn was the Bosmer who had also been working as the bouncer at the door.
But it's
Aventus that's gonna go with you, but eventually she.
So hold on, okay. Aventus is
An Imperial.
Imperial.
No.
Okay. And so Tilda is
A Nord. Tall Nord woman, auburn hair.
okay.
She's the one that's flirting with you.
Yep.
Most of the patrons of the bar file out around midnight. It's oddly an early night, given that this is a bar and it is a Freitas, but they
have work to do.
as soon as they leave, Satilde goes through a series of locks that takes up the majority of the width of the door, as well as activating a few runes that have been inscribed on the inside of it. Afterwards, she nods and says, "Well, you're new, right? So you don't already have a room?"
Oh, I'm sure I could arrange something with Mr. Cautious if I couldn't find some place to sleep.
I don't think that's necessary. Do you think that's necessary?
I don't think so either.
Very well. Follow me. We'll get you all settled in. I'll give you a proper Nordic warm welcome to this place. I
finish chugging the beer, and I'm going in there thinking, like, part of my brain is like, well, this is the Thieves Guild, so if I sleep here with my pants down, I might wake up with no gold, but I have only 2 gold, and
You did also join the Thieves Guild, so technically they'd be breaking their own rules.
Oh, that's right. And also Gladius, doesn't see much worth in this, and the rest of his equipment is like cheap and heavy and difficult to steal. So Gladius is just gonna be like honor among thieves, I guess. And yeah, I'm just gonna let my guard down for a little bit.
Okay. Satilde gives you an evening that you won't soon forget. You get the distinct impression that this is not remotely personal.
Well, in this case, I made very good use of my blind fighting style.
Okay. Next morning, by the time you wake up, she's already redressed. You did get the chance to see that she was not wearing any armor under her robe. She's got some amount of weapons, but she's mostly like not a combatant. And when you wake up, she in fact is holding your letter, saying, You know, I'm used to cracking codes, but this one seems even more difficult than most of the Imperial ones I've come across. If I were to guess, I would say that they've applied both 2 layers of ciphers onto it, which most local Imperial communications don't need that much. That's what you're bringing to this skooma hound?
Hey, I thought one of the rules was not stealing from other members of the guild.
I didn't take it. It's right there. You still have it.
You now have information that you didn't before. Not freely given.
Well, information doesn't have a septum price tag on it, does it?
Not necessarily a price tag, but...
Look, I'm looking out for you. Most of the skooma hound's suppliers is still the Kimona Tong, even the non-Dunmer. Getting mixed up with them can be a little dangerous, especially for a wet ear still new to the island.
I appreciate the heads up. Okay, so faction, the Tong. Drug dealers. Cool. I'm I don't think this has anything to do with the Tong, but I was a little curious myself, and if I'd gotten my hands on that medallion of thought, I was hoping to like go walk up to some Imperial and be like, I need this message encoded with your highest level of encryption, and then waiting outside I would have been like reading their thoughts on what the highest level of encryption looks like, but
Interesting methodology.
But I don't actually care enough about this to crack this. I'm just gonna deliver it and be done with it. I don't want. This is more of a I don't want to get into any trouble for having lost it than anything else.
Okay. Very well. In that case, given that we're trying to set aside 2 hours for this. I'll let Aventus sleep in. The two of us should be able to handle the streets of Balmora ourselves. You look more than capable, and I'm a more than adequate guide.
Okay.
You step outside. She is about 8 inches taller than you. Nords come big. And she rests a hand on your back. But, like, besides still being a little flirty, she still seems kind of impersonal. She starts walking, starts chatting, tells you some, non-compromising stories from around the guild. Aragorn getting so drunk that he threw up and then slipped in his own vomit, and et cetera, letting you get a feel for the people that share this space with you, without saying too much. Before you know it, you are in a incredibly seedy part of town.
I'm going to while we're chatting, I'm gonna say, since I'm wet behind the ears and everything, Hibiscus told me about a diamond that she dropped in the diamond quarter, and that she's been trying to find. How would one go about finding a diamond efficiently? I think she said she lost it in an alchemist's shop.
Well, Diamond Quarter, a lot of merchants tend to rent the first level as a shop and the second as living quarters. I know some of them at least keep extra stock upstairs, specifically valuable stuff. If I were an alchemist selling diamonds, then perhaps I would have those diamonds kept secure upstairs. Now, most of the time, there is also a outside entrance to the second level, given that they can be rented separately. So you might be able to finesse that door, go in, grab the diamonds, get out. That's just my advice. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, yeah, absolutely. I'm not the stealthiest of fellows. I'm more the distraction kind of guy most of the time. So I don't know how I'm gonna handle this on my own, but
you could always buy a diamond. Hibasi doesn't care. She wants something pretty and shiny to look at.
That's fair. But yeah, if an opportunity shows up to be for me to be a good distraction, I also have a little bit of a knack for invisibility that I can pass on to others. So maybe if you hear about an opportunity and teamwork.
I will keep it in mind, but Abasi put you on this job as a test. He does it to everybody new. Get me this diamond. Get me this much of a ruby, emerald. She's got quite a little collection. The quality of the housing has continued to degrade as you've moved north from the Corner Club. There is a layer of dirt and grime over everything, and while the stone houses themselves are still the neat, almost organic look that you have seen everywhere else in Balmora, the condition of the stone seems to have deteriorated more. This is not a well cared for area. You haven't seen a guard patrolling in quite some time. It seems a little bit like it's just been left to the most impoverished to rot. At a certain point, Satilde starts knocking on doors, bringing you through. And after putting a lantern in the face of several passed out residents moving on, after the third time that this is a failure, you come across a location smaller than a lot of the other flops that you've seen.
What's a flop? The squat?
Yeah.
Okay.
She goes to push open the door. Someone's locked this? Who would lock this place? And she says, 1 second. And gets the door open pretty easily. At which point, a gaunt face of an elderly Imperial pokes through and says, What do you want? Who are you?
We're here to talk to Caius.
What business do you have with...
Well, I'd like to make sure I've got the right Caius. What's your last name, sir? I'm gonna flash the...
He looks between the two of you. You're holding that. He says, I'm Caius Cosades. You can come in, but she has to wait outside.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary.
You can come in. She has to wait outside. I won't take what you have in your hands. He steps back and opens the door.
Okay. I turn to Sotild.
She says, if he tries to rob you, I'll come right in.
Oh,
You said you wanted to take care of this.
Fine. The reward better be good. I'm gonna go and walk in. I'm like, if you've got a lock, I assume that means that you've got some. You've got my reward for this.
So inside is just a bed, a small table, an elaborate-looking pipe of some kind, and a single chair. Caius stands, gestures to the chair, sort of straightens up, and you realize that while still somewhat gaunt, he's also wiry and pretty strong-looking. And he says to you, well, that depends on what the contents of the package is. I see you've opened it. Any success?
Some Imperials who I had a misunderstanding with opened it.
Roll deception.
It's the truth.
You're the one that opened it.
Hey, listen. Anybody can do this after the seal is broken.
Yeah, but you broke the seal.
Okay. It was opened, and not by me.
Yeah, roll deception.
Okay. That's fair. Still have a +3. Natural 20!
Okay. He says, well, I suppose you can't trust every Legionnaire. Still, did you take a glance at it? Try your hand?
Nope.
Honesty, it's refreshing.
I don't speak mumbo jumbo.
And just to remind myself, your name is Gladius?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Gladius. You are officially inducted into His Majesty's Blades. This is not to be discussed outside of my quarters. However, your identity will be made known to several Blades agents throughout the island. You are expected to not leave Vardenfell. This is all conditional upon your release. Should you refuse these terms, you will be returned to the Imperial prison in the Imperial City, where you will spend the rest of your days. Do you understand?
I was just here to deliver a letter. Can I get my fee?
Fee? Your freedom right now is your fee.
I served my time.
You are free at the pleasure of His Imperial Majesty and at the continued service of his interests in Vardenfell.
So I'm hearing no fee, and I'm gonna stand up.
Look, I have orders for you, but they're not too busy, mostly just fact-fighting information. You are an agent of His Imperial Majesty, but I'm not going to, I don't know, have you assassinate a god or something. So, my question for you is, how good's your cover? I see you're working with the Thieves Guild already.
Sharp eye. I mean, I didn't know... Until I passed this door, this cover was my life, because I didn't know that I was going to be in a part of the blade.
But do you think your cover is strong? Do you have roots, connections?
Yep.
Excellent.
Can I be the edge, or is that taken? The edge of the... I'll settle for being the tip of the blade.
You're an agent of the blades. We're all blades. The whole thing.
Okay, well, you can write my code name down as the tip.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to stop by the Fighters Guild. The arms master there is a bit of a local historian. Ask him about the history of the 6th house. If he has any notes for him, I want them. Do whatever he asks you to do in order to obtain it.
The blacksmith.
Arms master.
Wait, is that hazmat or...
Hasfat and Tabalus, yes.
Okay, got it. Ask about history of houses.
The 6th house, specifically.
And what do I get for doing this?
Your continued freedom.
Which I was gonna get either way, right?
If you refuse this work, or if I determine it is taking you too long, then your current freedom is available to be revoked at any time. Your name will be put on all bounty lists in all settlements of Vardenfell, and you will be returned to His Imperial Majesty.
I feel like that's a given for anyone's freedom at any time.
Yes, well, yours is specifically precarious. Look, I hate to be going for the stick quite so hard. I'd love to dangle a carrot in front of you, but you seem incredibly intent on washing your hands of this, and I want to make sure we are clear on the consequences.
I don't. It's hard to wash your hands off. It's hard to wash gold off of your hands.
We can talk about rewards and such when you start providing results and such. We'll see. Dismissed.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna say, do the sex workers here agree to work without discussing the price first?
You're talking about Stild?
No, I'm asking about, the customs that you've seemed to to get used to in this town.
Most of the time a fee is arranged in advance. Why? Are you interested?
Do I look like a cheap sex worker?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Satild is standing outside and says, "You know, I couldn't eavesdrop on the two of you." Huh. Must have some enchantment. Must be some holdover from the previous resident, because there's no way that guy managed to work some anti-eavesdropping charm into the foundations of this place.
I turn back around and I say, "Hey, can I have a badge?"
He says, "Badge? What? Do you..."
Something to show the other guys that I'm one of us.
Well, I don't understand. I think people would recognize. And he just sort of mumbles off. Since Satild is now around you, he's back in the skooma.
That's fair. I turned in the herbs and the Russian for the quest. I don't have that anymore. Cool. How much time do we have left on that? Okay, no, she doesn't want to go in and steal something for me while I provide the distraction and invisibility.
Yeah, this is a test of skill. You are a member of the Thieves Guild. But you are making yourself useful otherwise, so.
Yeah. I'll find some diamonds around and go back eventually.
Okay. Satild brings you back towards the south wall.
I'm also going to make it known to her what my political interests are. Sort of to be like, hey, so I know we only kill in self-defense and all that, but if you ever need to self-defense a bourgeois really hard, then...
Look, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but we're a guild of thieves, we're not assassins.
Where's the Assassins Guild?
Well, they have a guild hall in the Diamond Quarter, but they won't let you join up that way. You can try.
What's it called?
The Morag Tong.
Oh, the people you told me to be...
No, we're a little colloquial. The Kimona Tong is the issue that we have. There's a lot of tongs.
Okay, hold on. Okay. The Komora Tong are the drug dealers.
Someone told me once that Morag means forest. Or forest or something like that.
Komorag. And the local assassins are...
The Morag Tong.
Okay.
So Kimona Tong and Morag Tong. I think Tong just means guild.
I think Tong just means tongue.
Sure. Whatever you say, sweetheart.
I'm the Dunmer here.
That you are.
Okay. Local assassins. Okay. Let's hey, do you know what is on the blades of His Majesty like a faction?
His Majesty's Blades? I mean, I've heard of them. It's supposed to be like the Imperial Spy Network. I've never met one, though.
Ah. Okay. Spies, huh? Like in like Gladys's brain is like, I'm not qualified for this. He's trying to recruit me, but I'm not like. This is sketchy. But also, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not that interested in work for an Imperial. So I'm like, I don't take that threat very seriously. And I will make it hard to track me down.
By living exclusively in cities.
By going from... by living exclusively in this city.
It'd be so hard to find me. Here.
Hey, listen, on any given night, I could be in one of 3 guilds or taverns. So hard to find. Okay. Let's go grab some. Let's go grab some loot. Some smug loot.
You stop by, grab Aventus, who's a little still groggy. It is still early morning.
Hello, Elantris.
Aventus. But he shakes his head as you continue on. Your trip there is mostly uneventful. Once again, takes about 6 hours. You get there, you find things more or less as you left them. Shriekers are even still intact.
I'm gonna cast Identify on one of the statues. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have the sparrow of Ajira's bird cast Identify.
Which, when you do so, you the bird's mouth opens and you hear, Two-Leg is asking for help this early in the morning? Fine.
I've been awake for 8 hours.
That's right, it is.
Yeah,
it is now, like, early afternoon. She says, Ajira was napping. Fine. And, she casts Identify through the bird.
Okay.
So, this is an ash statue.
Okay.
It has no active spells on it. It does not have any particular magical properties. Reads the whole text of Identify, yeah.
Okay, because it glows. So if I'm getting no a magical thing, this is either like fluorescent or there's an Istul's magic aura hiding the fact that it's magical on it. Identify. Alright. Identify. Casting time 1 minute. Range touch. Target one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. Okay, yeah, no, the pearl and the owl feather are not consumed by it. You choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued item, you learn its properties and how to use them. Whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. So like, detect magic allows me to tell what, like, school of magic is involved, but identify gives me the specific spells.
Okay. So, this has no identifiable spells operating on it.
Okay.
The stone of which it's made does seem to have some kind of property, but you can tell that the way to use this item is it's a holy item. sort of like your. So it is a channel for divine type magic, but it does not have its own magic. So this is a channel to some kind of. This is a religious object.
Okay. I'm gonna let the others know and say, well, somebody took the time to smuggle this in here, so it should have some price, but
we've seen more and more of these popping up. They're worthless on the open market. I don't know where they're all coming from, but it's been harder and harder to find people willing to move product in and out of the island. If anything, they're more trouble than they're worth, as far as I can tell.
Hey, Ajira, what do you know about those? What did you call this thing?
An ash statue.
Ash statue. Okay.
At least that's what it seems to be known as.
I'm gonna write one ash statue on my inventory.
I've never heard of them before.
Okay. Well, maybe that's something that the Ashlanders might know. I'm gonna try to remember if I encountered something like even like a sculpture of that style when I was 5 years or younger, and then given my intelligence, I'm not going to remember anything.
Okay.
The spellcasting focus.
Well, specifically, it's a
divine.
Yes. Even evil gods in D&D terms are divine. Yep. Okay. But upon looking inside the crate with the moon sugar and the skooma, Satilde whistles in appreciation. She says, "Well, good info."
Oh, by the way, that was self-defense. I wasn't even a part of the guild back then, but it was all self-defense.
You weren't on a guild job. It's fine. And besides, they weren't smugglers for us, which means they were working for the Kimono Tong.
Ah, so they were not of... Well, yeah, okay.
Besides, looked like they were holding slaves
the
here.
Morag Tong?
There's Kimona and Morag. The Kimono Tong is the
Okay. Yeah.
smugglers, drug dealers, etc. The Morag Tong is the assassins.
Thank you.
She says, besides, it looks like they were holding slaves here. We don't operate with smugglers that move slaves. People aren't product.
Agreed.
I'm gonna go through, see if they've got anything else here. Aventus, you brought your trick pack, right? He says, yes, ma'am. And inside his backpack, inside a pocket, inside the backpack, a bag of holding is sewn in.
Nice.
So he stashes all the drugs inside of that, closes it up, touches a button, which makes a consistent minor illusion that makes it look like it's smooth. Puts the rest of his pack back together on top of it in addition, and suits up. That takes some amount of time. Satilde lingers for a little while in the back before coming out and pointing out, well, it's late afternoon now, it's a 6-hour march, we might as well stay here. Relatively defensible as is. Aventus, Gladius make camp, and she heads back over towards the room that the drow, or Dunmer, had been leaving when you first arrived here.
Yeah, you know what? I also prefer to avoid the nocturnal animals. We got lucky. We weren't attacked by anything really here.
Oh, we're a big group at this point. Most of the wildlife doesn't go for anything other than small, easy prey.
What was that? What was that? What was that?
I would like to use detect magic and then detect poison and disease, just to like do an extra sweep of the place. Check if there's anything that I might have forgotten, and see if there's any more poison or magical items on the two that came with me.
Satil definitely has some poisons tucked away. So does Aventus. No diseases within the cave system. Detect magic. They've got a couple of smaller tokens, something that does, obviously you know about the illusion that Aventus has in his pack. He's got something else with the School of Evocation in there, and it looks like the sword he carries is also somewhat magical.
Short sword?
Yeah.
Nice.
So if he dies,
he's a fellow thief. You can't steal from a thief, but I've heard membership expires when you die. So.
He's not using it. Satild's got a couple of small charms on her. Let's see. A few divination things, a few illusion things. None of them seem particularly large or powerful. They're all sort of on like a chain of charms around her neck.
Like a lock stone or something. Cool.
You're not able to find any other magical items that were in the cave before you came in.
Okay.
Just for the record, the moon sugar and the skooma both sort of like half ping as a poison.
Yeah, the way that alcohol probably would, if I cast purify food and water, food and drink. Okay. I would like to try from more than 30 feet away to poke the shrieker mushroom with my mage hand. Oh no, the range is 30 feet. So like if I'm at the edge of the shrieking, can I touch it with my mage hand without triggering it?
Sure.
Okay. How big is it?
I believe it's a tiny. So it's about 6 inches across. Oh, it's a medium plant.
I wanted to.
Pretty large.
I wanted to put it inside of Atlantis's bag of holding. That would have been funny, but I can't pull a prank like that right now. So, yeah, I think yeah. I don't make any. I don't settle my sleeping bag like in the anywhere in particular, but I do set up camp. I'm just waiting to see, like if Satild has any suggestion of where I should bunker down.
as the evening rolls around, Aventus cooks something small over the fire. Satilde still is off in the other room with a lantern. When she does come back, it's late into the evening. She unfurls her bedroll, lays down with her back to the two of you. Aventus puts the fire out, so it's just glowing embers, and also lays down.
Okay. I am feeling relatively comfortable and safe with the shrieker mushrooms for any sort of like intrusion, and I'm gonna long rest.
Okay, cool. And everybody long rests, which you've only spent 2 spells anyway, so I mean you don't get your spell slots back, but you still got plenty of spell slots.
I did get my spell slots back
In Balmora, yeah.
I used today's sorcery points to recharge those too, so when I long rest, I recharged the sorcery points and I'm at full spell slots.
Smart. Okay. Cool. You take off in the morning. Once again, pretty uneventful trip back, though you do notice that Satilde has a couple of like ledgers taking up space in her pack that she didn't have before. You see her like stashing it in, probably information that she was able to obtain from the manifest of this smuggler. The three of you.
I'm gonna say, does it say who they were selling those little statues to?
It shows a buyer in La Ode was who they were trying to contact. It just says that they were making contact with someone somewhere called Fat Legs Drop Off, but didn't have a name.
Oh, Fat Leg?
Fat Legs Drop Off in La Ode.
Okay, in La Ode.
Which makes sense. We're not far from La Ode here.
Drop off.
And we have noted that the Komonotong have a strong presence in most of the smaller fishing communities. It's part of the reason that we've been having so much difficulty with smuggling operations of our own.
So, like, you've said it's become harder and harder to like smuggle stuff into here. Have the Imperials like redoubled on making things difficult?
Well, it was never easy. By the time we started making a presence here, my understanding is that the Komonotong had been operating for quite some time on the island, so we had to fight for a foothold in the first place. But the few contractors that we managed to get to either play both sides or work with us, they've been drying up lately. I don't know. It's strange. Someone will be on good terms with you one day, and the next, it's like they disappear off the face of the earth. It is what it is, I suppose. We just need to keep trying to do what we can to improve our situation. This is some... I managed to find some valuable intel in their notes. Hopefully we can make something of it.
So you said, since there's no price tag on information, will you, if anything interesting comes off of this, will you let me know?
I can let you know.
All right. I think we head back to the city then.
Okay. You do a few times spot some wildlife, some cliff racers group up overhead, and at one point over the crest of a hill you see the bug-like face of something the size of a large hound or a wolf
I get behind Satilde, but I am going to try to be like.
Yeah, you see a pack of these a hilltop over.
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely ugly.
Yeah.
Oh god, run.
Aventus puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Don't run. Right now, we match them in number. There's just 3 of them, so they're not going to make a go of anything. But if we run, we might get separated, and they might just take that as a show of weakness. Stand your ground."
I stopped, like, I was about to, did they rely on sight to know how many of us there are?
I don't know. I'd guess with a schnoz like that they're smelling something in the air.
Okay, they've got big eyes. I'm not gonna have a Jira cast invisibility on me, just so that I can feel more safe. Because she just said that would make them attack if they saw only 2 people and there's 3 of us. So I'm just like, sanctuary.
Ajira, the bird speaks the arcane words, and you have sanctuary for the next, I think it's a minute?
It's a minute, yeah.
Yeah. Aventus says, as long as they're not blighted, they probably won't attack.
Blighted?
The blight. You haven't heard of the blight?
The volcano curse?
Yeah, it's a disease that tends to spread through the wildlife. Blighted creatures are more aggressive, more prone to attack. They won't behave as predictably as unblighted. But out here, there's the blight's a little less of an issue. Anywhere you're getting ash storms, it's going to be much more of a problem. But as long as you're out here in the Oscadian Isles, well, there's a little less to worry about.
Unpredictable, you said? I thought they always went for kids who didn't listen to their parents.
What?
Huh. They must have gotten more unpredictable since I was here. And I think I just keep walking. Okay, what's 10% of a big crate of drugs?
300 gold.
Damn, that's 10%?
Yeah.
Well, I'm back in business. Excellent. Let me have a look-see real quick at the prices for the Ring of Animal Influence, because once I have this and the Cheers bird, I can feel somewhat confident leaving the city, and only start to panic once I've used all of the charges on the Ring of Animal Influence. And I don't think I can. Oh, the Medallion of. Okay, let's see if I can afford either of those. Wind fan will be nice later down the line. Ooh, okay. I could afford the Medallion of Thoughts and where's the ring? Not the ring. Okay, cool. Can I? Oh, I need an extra 25 for the Ring of Animal Influence. Could I go by the shop and see if they have any of the any of the 2 magic items I reserved?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. So there, I believe there. It doesn't say what their rarity is, but I believe they're, because they're on the cheaper end, that they would be common.
Unfortunately, the Ring of Animal Influence is technically rare, but I'm calling that uncommon. Like, I will compromise with the actual rules.
And the Medallion of Thoughts?
That one, I believe, is uncommon as well.
So it's 12 or more. Okay, so Medallion of Thoughts, 17.
Nice.
And the other one is not here, so I'm gonna buy the Medallion of Thoughts for 275 gold pieces.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. Minus 275 brings me back to 27 gold. I've got an attunement item. I can read minds. Medallion has 2 L's?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Alright. And then detect thoughts. Cool. Alrighty. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So happy. Okay. And the Medallion of Thoughts is what, 3 times per day? Or it's got...
It's 3 charges, yes.
3 charges. Nice.
And it regains 1d3 at dawn.
Cool. You might have to... have you had a chance to do that spreadsheet to keep track of all of the charges on all of the items?
I haven't yet, no.
No worries. Just now, because I've got a Jira's Bird, the Grave Ring of Healing, and this, it's becoming necessary.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Cool. So I am back to being more or less broke, and I'm like, damn, I should have asked for 20%. I didn't realize drugs that only worked for Khajiit were this expensive.
Okay. Do you say that out loud?
No, not within earshot of anyone.
Okay.
Because the other people might realize I'm part of the Thieves Guild, and the Thieves Guild might think I'm wet behind the ears if I didn't know how expensive this was. So no, I don't say this out loud.
Okay. Okay. So your current active quests are stealing a diamond for Habasi, talking to Hasfet and Tatalus, and clearing out the mine thieves in Caldera.
Oh, the mine thieves. Yeah, I didn't know that there were mine thieves. I didn't even write down that.
Because it's in Caldera. I'm not going that far.
Like, oh man, I need a. Okay, I'm gonna have to have the journal, like the quest journal, and I'm gonna need to be physically keeping track of all of those quests. Write them down for me. Okay, cool. And I think that's a good place to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I think my star has got to be like the companions that you give me for quests, or rather the companions that I drag into coming with me on quests and different chores. Make it like worthwhile, because like in essence when I was bringing the Nord
Lormar?
No.
Satild?
Satild. When I was bringing Satild with me, I was trading having to make like streetwise rolls or like investigation rolls for having a nice conversation about like different factions and how not to be like wet behind the ears. So like less dice rolling, more role play is like an excellent trade-off for me, especially when the roles would have to do with like
skills you don't have.
Like skill, yeah, exactly. Like I know that if I'd been going alone to some places like the mine and back to the hideout, that you would probably have made me roll to avoid getting lost. So like being like
and there's a local with me.
Like really helps with that stuff, but like it's not a shortcut in the sense that like we get like plenty more opportunities to like role play, have interesting conversation, discuss the world, and like develop my relationship with those characters. So I like that. Like we've turned my fear of the wilderness into a like channel for more like role play and storytelling. You know what I mean? Again, as soon as I get my hands on that ring of animal influence, I'll feel this much safer. But yeah, and I think my wish is for a lot more money. You've seen my shopping list. It's mostly not attunement items, but yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Detect Thoughts is, in my personal opinion, much better than Zone of Truth. And just get ready for so many guided conversations where I'm gonna like breach a topic, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, so what did they think about that, and what did they think about that while we're talking about this? Because like with guided conversations, if you do it skillfully, you don't need to like pry deeper into people's thoughts. You can just bring up the thoughts that you're looking for. And so I'm really excited for this. It's such a cheap item for like A, detecting creatures, like thinking creatures around you, and B, like getting surface thoughts without a resistance saving throw, or they can't tell that you're doing it because it's just a surface thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it's great for information gathering for sure.
I'm probably first thing I'm gonna do is go to the council house and make sure like nobody is like shocked that Denim is still alive after the like.
Oh, you mean? Yes, the Halalu council house.
Yeah,
yes.
like what I said I was gonna do to be like. Just to make sure there isn't a conspiracy, that your coworkers aren't like surprised that you're still alive after they ratted you in. But yeah.
So yeah, your wish you said was just for more money?
Yeah, you've seen my shopping list.
I think my star is gonna be. I think I also like. You're giving me a lot of excuses to like put you in contact with NPCs, and I think that's one of the things that has me most excited about this experience, because I'm taking characters that, stand still in the same spot all day and have a set list of like dialogues and turning them into people. And the fact that you're like leaning on those mechanics is really allowing me to turn these into personalities, turn them into people. Which at least some of it is a little inspired by various stories I've read that are set like here.
Fanfics and such, absolutely.
Yeah, one of my favorite fics had Satil just kind of have a thing for like skinny little elves. You're just her type.
I'm a buff little elf.
Yeah, compared to a Nord.
Oh yeah, I'm a skinny. I'll be your skinny little elf. Yeah, like, and even like Ajira, even if she does stay exactly in place like this, having her familiar through which I can interact with her, and her be like, it's so early in the morning, and I'm like, it's 4 p.m. I woke up at 8, and
I was napping.
like that's the like she can keep the NPC static aspect and still be like a vibrant part of the story. So I love that.
And she seemed to me like the perfect opportunity for like an NPC follower, because since I had already made her the type of Khajiit that looks like a house cat, she has a lot of incentive to not leave.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Because like she's not going to be treated like a person. Even if she was the first stock that looks more humanoid, she wouldn't be treated like a person.
Do you have a wish?
My wish, I think, is once again to get you out of Belmora, because every quest I have for you, besides the diamond for Havasi, has you out of town.
You didn't. Oh yeah. What? No. There was the quest Ajira gave me to like get somebody's alchemy.
Notes. Yeah,
alchemy notes.
That's true.
But hey, you worked so hard to get me inside of Wilmora. Now I'm gonna put down some roots.
Yeah, good. That's good. I'm glad that you're enjoying the city, because this has very frequently been one of my favorite like hubs of operation.
Oh yeah. I loved the this is the Thieves Guild moment where it was like, oh yeah, we got jobs. Talk to Sugar Lips, and I was like, that's why I'm welcome.